Hey, what's up, guys? In this video, I'm going to share with you five easy steps to creating the habit of saving. So if this is your first time joining me, hey, my name is Alex, founder of the Financial Wealth Academy, and I always share with you information to help you increase your income, independence, so you can have more impact in the world. If this is something that you enjoy, please consider subscribing and hitting the like button. So, guys, in this video, I'm going to share with you very quickly, how you can actually create the habit of saving in 5 simple steps. So after 2020 and this global pandemic, you can probably guess that this is one of the biggest things that people want to do for the new year. And so if you are in a position where you have not saved as much money as you would like, or you would like to save more, people don't understand and know that saving is a habit. It is a habit. And just like any other habit, it is something that you can start. You can start a good habit of saving, or you can actually break a bad habit of spending. But today I just want to talk about, in 5 simple steps, how you can actually create the habit of saving money. Okay. So, number one, the first thing that I want you to do is the first step is to ask yourself, why? Why do you want to save more money? This may seem like a dumb thing to do, but let me explain a little bit. This is really key and important because people are motivated by one of two things. Number one, either by pain or pleasure. Okay. And so if you want to be able to move from where you are, right, of not saving money or not saving enough, and you want to be able to move to a place of saving more money, then you have to know what's really going to motivate you, what's going to really inspire you to be able to make the change from where you are to where you want to be. And if that motivation or that reasoning isn't big enough or important enough to you, the likelihood of you really sticking with it and going through the necessary steps, you're not as likely to make those changes. Okay. So you need to know for yourself, what is the reason why you want to be able to save more money? For you, it might be that you want more financial security. You want to be able to sleep better at night. Maybe you want to have a better relationship with your spouse. Maybe you want to be able to create more and different opportunities for your family. Whatever it is, you want to know, what is it that's really, really going to motivate you to move from where you are to where you want to be when it comes to the habit of saving. Okay. So that's step number one. Ask yourself why. What's really so important about you developing the habit of saving? That's number one. Number two, instead of you creating this goal of saving X amount of dollars by a certain date, what I want you to do is I want you to ask yourself, what action is it that you want to focus on? What habit you want to focus on? The reason why it's important is, so let's just say, for instance, you want to save, we're going to say $1,200 by the end of the year in 12 months. Okay. So that's what, $100 a month, right? So instead of you concentrating on setting a goal, reaching the goal of $1,200 by the end of the year, if you set the goal of saving $100 each month, now you have some action that you can actually concentrate on, and you can get excited about each and every time you do it. You see, the habit, what you're trying to do is you're trying to develop the habit. You're trying to develop the action. So if you concentrate your attention and your focus on the action that you want to take, then the goal, reaching the goal, becomes what? Inevitable. It becomes inevitable. So that's the reason why it's so important that you begin to focus on the habit that you want to create. as opposed to whether or not you have saved $1,000 or $1,200 at the end of the year, or that you've lost 50 pounds, whatever it is. So focus on the actions, right, that eventually lead you to the goal, as opposed to whether or not you've accomplished the goal. All right, so that's number two. Set your intentions on the actions that you need to take in order to get you to the goal that you want to arrive at. Okay, so that's number two. Number three, step number three. I want you to create an online savings account. Okay, an online savings account. And the reason why I'm saying an online savings account, you might already have an account with your bank or credit union right now. And the reason why I'm saying open an online savings account is I want you to be able to put those savings in some place where, number one, they're not very accessible. Okay, they're liquid, you can get to them, but it's gonna take you a day or two, right, to be able to access those funds. So for some of us who may not have as much discipline or willpower, or might be impulse shoppers, this is a great way for you to cut down on the likelihood of you being able to dip into your savings, right? So if you open an online savings account, the first thing is those funds are there, they're liquid, but they're not as accessible. The second thing, or the second reason why, is because those funds in your savings account can actually be earning some money for you. Okay, as we know, traditional banks are not paying anything, next to nothing for savings accounts, right? So like with Ally Bank, I have a savings account with them. They're going to pay a 0.5%. But guess what? That's a whole lot more than you're getting at your traditional banks. Okay. So I would rather get that 0.5%, as opposed to getting, 0.100%. Right. So open you an online bank account. I highly recommend Ally. It's worked for me, and like I said, they do actually pay me a little bit of a return on my savings account. All right, so that's step number three. Step number four. Now what I want you to do is I want you to call your HR department. Okay, I want you to call your HR department. And I want you to tell them to take out, if you're not saving any money right now, I want you to tell them that you want them to take out 1%, 1% out of your check, and you want them to send it over to your online savings account. All right. The great thing about that is, guess what? Now you don't have to worry about exercising this incredible amount of willpower or discipline. You don't have to worry about that anymore. Why? Because you have now set yourself up for success. You have said, hey, HR department, go ahead and set it up automatically that 1%, 2%, whatever it is that you would not miss, you want to have that automatically taken out. So now you don't have to exercise this incredible amount of willpower or discipline, right? It's about setting yourself up for success. Okay. For some of you guys out there who are self-employed, well, you can still do it. Now you have to do it a little bit different. Okay. So one of the things I would recommend for you, if you are self-employed, is I would say whoever you have your current banking relationship with, okay, you can actually set it up with your bank where they will take out a certain amount, okay, from your checking account, and they will put it over into your savings account. And again, I'm recommending that you put it into an online savings account and you take it out of where you normally bank, because I don't want you to have access to it so easily. So that way you won't be tempted to dip in and start spending what's meant to be your savings. Okay. All right. One of the other benefits, let me go back a little bit. One of the other benefits of working with a company, if you when you call your HR department, find out if they have a 401k program, because if you are contributing to your 401k program and using that as your long-term retirement savings account, right? Your company may have a 401k matching contribution that they would make. You know, maybe they'll match 50% of whatever you put in, right, up until a certain amount. So this is a great way for you to get free money, just by you what? Saving money for yourself and for your retirement. Okay. And I can talk to you more about 401ks and IRAs and those things in upcoming videos. If you would like some of that, put it in the comment box and let me know. Okay. And then number five, this is going to be an easy one. The fifth step, once you have done these other four steps, okay, what I want you to do now is every time your money is deposited into your savings account, you know what I want you to do? I want you to celebrate. I want you to celebrate. And I want you to just experience just how good it feels knowing that, number one, you have created, you've understood what actions, what habits you want to take, right? You put the necessary steps in place. You actually did it. And then now you're actually seeing the rewards and the benefits of those things actually taking place each and every pay period, each and every month, or every other 2 weeks, or however often you set it up, right? So now is about celebrating. Because again, I told you, two people are motivated by either pain or pleasure. They don't want to be in a painful situation, or they want to receive some kind of pleasure. So you want to be able to reward yourself. You want to be able to reward yourself for actually going through the steps and setting it up, and actually you're starting now to see the benefits of the things, of the rewards or the actions that you've taken. And so what that does is you now begin to what? Look forward to monies being deposited into your saving. You now begin to anticipate it, and that dopamine rush that comes along with experiencing something good, you begin to get that hit of dopamine and you get more and more excited. And so now, each and every pay period, each and every month, each and every time money is being deposited, right? You don't want to stop the streak that you're on. If you do it month number one and you saving that $100 or that $50 or whatever it is, guess what? You want to make sure you do it for month number two, because now you're on a run. And then you mess around and do it for month number three. Now you're on a streak, right? And then you do it for the fourth month, right? Now you are really, really going, and you know you don't want to turn back now. So that's how you develop and build the habits of saving. And so, like I said before, if you're not doing it right now, if you're not saving the amount of money that you would like to save, I encourage you. These are 5 simple steps that you can take. I encourage you to do it and celebrate along the way. All right. So take care, guys. See you next time. God bless. Good night.